Keep it high, keep it tight. I'm Jay Mercer Review Guy, back to bring you another Overwatch guide. So the Pharah videos seem to do very well, so I'm probably going to do an entire series on each hero and just a very short, concise guide with some tips that I have personally learned for each hero. I've played this game for almost 600 hours, and I am over level 600. I am a silver portrait, as you can see, 644, and I would like to give you some tips because I really enjoy Overwatch. So today we're playing my second main, which is obviously Junkrat. You can tell by the title and who I'm playing. So the first tip that I'm going to give is don't treat Junkrat as either just a spam hero or just a situational hero. Junkrat can work with every comp. He can work on any map. You just have to know how to use him. It's a meme about how Junkrats don't know how to aim, how they don't know how to play the game, how they're just playing an easy hero. But truth be told, a person that is playing Junkrat to a mediocre level, yes, they might get some spam kills and they might get some tire kills, but you are able to do so much more with Junkrat if you treat him as a hero that is not just this situational hero. On Eichenwald, if you're on defense, I see so many Junkrats just wildly spamming down the middle of the choke, or spamming straight into there. And it's like, yes, you might get some kills that way. You probably will, but you're not going to do the same as if you were maybe bouncing, if there was a Rhine here and you were bouncing off the walls, if you were doing that type of stuff, or if you knew there were people in there and you were bouncing off this wall so they ricocheted off the side. You can use Junkrat in such a way that he is not just some situational easy hero that everyone can play, but you take him to a new level to the point to where you can play him better. So the next tip that I'm going to give is learn how to use your trap. Don't just throw it down everywhere, but don't be afraid to throw it down anywhere. So basically what I mean by this is be conscious of who's around you and what type of hero pattern that specific hero has. So if you are defending this point right before they come in, a good tip is to maybe like drop the trap here in this bush, put a mine there, someone walks in, and you explode them. It's very easy. It's something a lot of Junkrats do, or right outside the door, but I personally don't like to really do that. But if you know they have, say, a Sombra, and you know she's probably either going to come here and hack that health pack, or most likely come here and hack this health pack, don't be afraid to maybe throw one down right here, catch an invisible Sombra, blow her up. If you know that they have a triple tank comp, let's say a Roadhog, a Reinhardt, and a, let's say, Winston, you could literally throw one down right in the choke, or throw one right down here, because they're probably going to have to come through, and if nothing else, they're going to have to shoot that, and it's going to divert their attention. So the next tip is something that you've been seeing me do this whole video is this is simple. I feel like most Junkrats know this at this point, but just throw your bomb down and step on it and click it upward for mobility. And now Junkrat's concussive mine, you have to actually, it's based around, it's not just a flat out damage based on who it hits, it's actually in the area that you hit, and there's a diminishing return on it, so you got to keep that in mind. So yeah, so the next thing is going to be take the high ground. Taking high ground is a bit harder to aim, but it gives you a lot more options on where you want to shoot and how to hit your bombs. And it's just an easy thing that anyone can do. So the next thing is be creative with how you fire your tires. If there's a big wall, fire your tire up the sides. It can climb. It can jump. If you feel like you can. I've done this so many times and gotten play the games and saved my team the point in competitive and quick play, is try to get behind the team with a double concussive mine, such as, let's say the team's right here and they can see you. Don't be afraid to do something along the lines of this and get up behind them to where they can't see you and just launch your tire. And more often than not, you can at least get some support kills because they usually stick in the back, and that is very, very useful. So the final tip that I'm going to give is, so learn how to play against Zaryas. It's the funniest tip on the list, but it's one that's all the same true. Learn to be able to fight against Zaryas because they are very, very easy to mistake as you're playing against them. If you can tell they have a Zarya now, you're not always going to be able to tell. That's one of the reasons I kind of prefer not to put my trap in front of the doors, because the Zarya will just bait out your trap, stand in it, and you blow her up, and she gets like 40 charge easily. That's why I like to put it elsewhere, and if I see they have a Zarya, I'll like relocate it really fast or put a mine somewhere else so I can play accordingly to that. Don't feed Zaryas. That's one thing that a lot of Junkrats do. Don't feed Zarya's energy. That's really dumb, and you do not want to do that. So this has been Jay Mercer Review Guy. I'm coming out with a lot more of these Overwatch guides very, very regularly, and some other Overwatch videos, hopefully. I'll talk to you guys next time. I'm signing off, saying farewell.